Hi, I'm Judith Shenouda, author of Living Well in Froggy's World of Plenty, Sweet Talk to Read Aloud. I love the flash stories that I wrote, and I hope that you will enjoy hearing them. The first one is called A Leap of Faith. One particular day, Froggy finds a wart, a slight imperfection, an irritant. Through a leap of faith, Froggy imagines a day when this wart will be gone, gone, gone. After a little while, that day arrives. Froggy's big, jeweled eyes open as he looks at his critter friends and sees that they too are free of whatever ails, annoys, or irritates them. Mr. Tree's branches are no longer bare, but flourish with greenery. Franny Fish no longer swims alone, but wanders the waters in the company of her brilliant schoolmates. Woodsy's aching back now is limber when chipping away at Mr. Tree or flying to a neighboring arbor to visit Belle Birdie. Froggy and his critter friends rejoice and wonder, how do the warts in one's world fade and fall away? What is the nature of healing? How does wellness happen? They know healing and wellness when they feel it, laughing at Squirrely's awkward antics, watching Bumblebee and Sweetie Bee make honey, helping Belle Birdie build a nest, and partying at Rosy flowers blooming. The occasions and opportunities to live fully abound. Froggy and friends discover that in this world of plenty, everything needed to live well is right here. It's in the earth, it's in the waters, and it's in the air. It's everywhere. They must simply look around. Now I'm going to read the story called Honey. Rosy Flower, Minnie O, Orchid, and many of their petaled friends welcome Bumblebee, Sweetie Bee, and others from the bee colony who are buzzing from flower to flower, dripping pollen from one flower and sipping nectar from another. The bees work away, creating new, blooming beauties, and at the same time collecting nectar to take home. Bumblebee and Sweetie Bee transport as much nectar as they can carry to the workers in the hive, and then return to the flowers again and again for more and more nectar. With this bounty, the busy worker bees make lots of pots of honey, pouring, molding, and shaping. They ply their craft, building a sweet honeycomb with many bee-sized apartments to store this gooey gulp of business. Just look at the luscious flowers that our colony contributes to the earth, Bumblebee whispers to Sweetie Bee. Yes, Sweetie Bee replies, and listen to the lip-smacking yum-yums when our friends feast on the honey that our worker bees make. How sweet it is to be busy bees and do such beautiful work. This story is called Toasts. Today is Froggy's birthday. Now, a not-so-tender age, Froggy is what you might call seasoned. But never mind. It's good to age and to do so gracefully. His many critter friends lift a paw, flap a wing, toot a tune, and share a toast. With her sweet aroma permeating the air, Orchid speaks. May the fresh, evergreen earth, caressed by the sky blues above, make your every breath heaven sent. Ditto, adds Minnie O. In perpetual motion, Franny Fish blows some bubbles in Froggy's direction. May you sparkle with every hop, skip, and jump you take. May you and may we take pleasure in the ebullience you exude. Bellbirdie and Bobolong bird dance and chirp. May every do-re-mi you hear and every fa-sol-la you sing create harmony that suits you to a T. Woodsy taps his message. My dear chipper friend, may you love a bushel and a peck, peck, peck. Bumblebee and Sweetie Bee send a zinger to Froggy. May you be zapped with honey and health, with sweetness and life. Flutterby, who once upon a time could only crawl, flies by and throws Froggy a kiss. May you be uplifted. Fuzzy Chick Chick sheds her fluffy downy feathers. My dear Froggy, may your every landing be safe and sound and soft. May this earth nourish you, Wiggly Worm adds. May you reach the top of every hill you climb. Auntie Annie's toasts. Always remember that friends like me are just a step away. You have sown well, my dear friend. May you reap rich rewards, adds Rosy Flower. Froggy responds, I'll drink to that, and that, and that. Froggy is saturated in the roasty, toasty warmth of so many well wishes from so many well-wishers. The next story is called Births. The shell wiggled, then crackled, then broke as baby Chick Chick came into view. This birth, like all births, is a miracle. With a crack crack here and a cluck cluck there, all of baby Chick Chick's family and friends rejoice. Fuzzy Chick Chick, Papa Chick Chick, and many other Chick Chicks are in awe of this new creation. Froggy, Orchid, Minnie O, Rosy Flower, and Squirrely. Bellbirdie and Woodsy, Wiggly Worm too, all simply stop. On the ground, in the trees, in the air, and in and near the pond, the critters are transfixed, watching the birth and the antics of the other Chick Chicks, along with their fowlish kin. The critters hear the cluck clucks, quack quacks, moo moos, ba ba's, and neigh neighs of other creatures. Enchanted by the new birth and the delight of those who gather to welcome baby Chick Chick, the critters are quieter than usual. Froggy and friends feel close to the cluckers and the surrounding quackers, mooers, bars, and neighers, and they feel close to each other. Squirrely remains quiet and still, just long enough to give Froggy a knowing wink that conveys the sense of wonder that both experience at that moment. Woodsy pauses from crunching on a favorite Mr. Tree Trunk. He looks down to witness the earth's critters below. He then looks up, dances a little two-step, and turns to see Bellbirdie spinning a pirouette. Woodsy nods to Bellbirdie. Bellbirdie nods back. Together the critters experience the wonder of this day. One of my favorite stories, Hobbies. All the critters have hobbies, activities that bring them pleasure and joy. Some of the hobbies are physical. Auntie Annie, believe it or not, is into bodybuilding. She positions each limb, assumes a perfect posture, and poses. Bumblebee and Sweetie Bee often listen to the bird songs around them, and they whirl and they twirl and they dance, dance, dance. Flutterby is crafty indeed. She loves fabrics, textures, and colors, and sews and knits caps, capes, and other wearable art. Fuzzy Chick Chick loves teaching baby Chick Chick how to decorate eggshells with squares and diamonds, dots and lines, and curls and swirls. Mama Orchid and Minnie O collect and categorize. They have samples of every type of orchid around. They can identify even the minutest details of their pedigree. Mr. Tree is deeply into genealogy. He meticulously observes the roots and scrupulously studies the origins of his many critter friends. Woodsy's hobby is akin to his day job of non-stop chipping and chopping. For fun, he crafts chunks of wood and chips of bark into critter statues to decorate the terrain. Squirrely often traverses the ground, aiming for a hole-in-one. He kicks an acorn, a chestnut, or a pecan into a far-off hiding place. Oh, how Squirrely the golfer relishes this game. And Froggy? This orator makes the most mundane, minuscule moment into a special occasion in which to puff and pontificate from his platform, a lily pad in his pond. True to form, Froggy has a few words for his critter friends. A hobby makes one limber, lively, and lovely. All the critters nodded in agreement. This story is titled Salutes. High above Froggy, Flutterby, and Bellbirdie, and high above the yard, the garden, the trees, and a pond, a V-shaped flock of winged beauties moves gracefully through the open skies, facing forward and then pivoting downward. The flock dips toward the earth, flies for some distance, and sees the wide expanse of treetops covered in leaves of green, ochre, copper, amber, crimson, rust, maroon, and burgundy. On this day, the flock sees that Mr. Tree is colorfully dressed and takes center stage. The flock hears the chirps and chirrups of Bellbirdie's babies as they join a spirited chorus and senses a crispness in the air. The roasty, toasty scent of chestnuts, oaks, and pecans hints at the season's harvest. Looking down, the flock spies the pond, bubbling with activity from Franny Fish and her school friends. A splish here and a splash there show signs that a carefree Froggy is leaping the lily pads, free of irritations, imperfections, and warts. How sweet this life is. As the flock heads upward, the formation salutes the star-studded skies, a tribute to the magnificence, majesty, and sacred splendor witnessed while in flight. And to end this reading, we'll close with more sweet talk. Froggy has a few more words of sweet talk. My good critter friends, keep the many, many words you have read, spoken, or heard close to you. Let them remind you that this world of plenty is here for all, including you, and you, and you.